What's going on, beautiful people, and welcome back to Peace, Love, Happiness 101. And today we have another phenomenal video for you guys. Whenever we talk about relationship, one of the first things that always come to mind is love. Yes, in order for you to even start and to stay in a relationship, you definitely need to talk about love. Beside love, there's a lot of other components, important ingredients that are needed to help the relationship going. And one of those things can actually help the relationship grow to the fullest if you understand how important it is. But at the same time, that same thing can actually be the worst thing that could ever happen to the relationship if you do not take under consideration the damage that this thing could do. So in today's video, we're going to talk about 3 ways to keep respect in a relationship. Yes, the most common ways to keep respect in your relationship. Coming up next. Whenever we talk about respect, we can understand that this is one of the most difficult things to keep. Yes, keeping your respect is a day-by-day process. And the worst thing about respect is that you could actually lose it within the snap of a finger. And the first way to keep respect in your relationship is to respect yourself. Think of respect as a mirror. People are going to come into your life and they're going to look at you. What they see is basically how they're going to treat you. If you don't carry yourself in a way which is going to make them believe that you respect yourself, there's a high chance that they're not going to respect you. The way you carry yourself around people, the way you carry yourself around your significant other, the way you carry yourself around society, period, is going to help determine if you want to be respected or not. For instance, if you're always around the wrong crowd, if you're always doing things on the internet or social media, if you're not a model, for instance, there's no way for you to be constantly posting naked pictures online, which means by the time you get in a good relationship or in a serious relationship, the person might see something like that and think otherwise about the relationship. The friends around you. Sometimes we might not think that our friends are a bad influence for us because they've been our friends for the longest. But whenever you get in a relationship, the person who's going to be around you also gonna see what type of person that you're around. So yeah, self-respect is very important. Carry yourself in a manner which gonna help people respect you every day. Carry yourself in a manner which every time somebody gonna look at you, they totally understand exactly the level of respect that you deserve. Because if not, it's going to be quite difficult to move on or to even have a long-lasting relationship. Right next to self-respect, we have something that is very, very important. What you take is what you give. What you give is what you take. The way I'm saying it is quite simple. It's definitely something that you've heard somewhere around the way. But whenever we apply that in a relationship, and when it comes to respect, one of the best ways to keep respect in your relationship is to give respect to your significant other. Yes. Sometimes we are so busy trying to have someone respect us to the point where we forget to realize this is a reciprocity thing. You respect me, I respect you. And by respecting, most people think it's the way that you talk to somebody. Yes, this is one of the things that we definitely need to bring to the table. By you talking, by you expressing yourself to your significant other, is gonna also say how much respect you have for the person. But talking to somebody or arguing with somebody is not just the only way for you to show respect. Respect is also shown by actions. Yes, your actions show how much you respect your significant other. For instance, do you believe every word that comes out of their mouths? Are you always judging them? And despite the fact that they've been through a lot of things or they had to deal with things that you didn't think they were capable of doing, how do you really see them by being your significant other? Sometimes it's not just the words. Sometimes it's the way that your wife cooked your dinner, but you didn't appreciate the effort that she put on cooking dinner. You didn't think that the food was good enough for you. You probably went out, purchased other food right on her face. That's a lack of respect. Maybe the way that she's handling business between the sheets is not the way that you expected. You need to talk about it. Don't just go out there and then do what you're not supposed to do. Lack of respect. The way that you treat each other within the relationship also gonna say how respectful you are of each other. Don't do things expecting just because you are not cursing at the person, that doesn't automatically mean that you're not disrespecting the person. Your actions put a heavier weight when it comes to respect in a relationship. So yeah, appreciate each other a little bit more. Show respect by supporting each other. I know that sometimes people are gonna go through things and you might not understand exactly what they're going through. Instead of being judgmental in the wrong way, trying to support them. Show them that you will be around until the end of time. Show them that you believe in them. Show them that you are around and you're gonna be around, and to find a way to get things done together. Don't just go other places or be in your feelings or start talking down to them because at that point, the respect is gonna be gone and it's gonna be quite impossible to bring that back. So yeah, showing respect to each other is not just about words. It's all about supporting, it's all about believing, it's all about showing the things, the little things that we think might not actually affect the person, but it helps in the long run. So the next time you find yourself in that situation, remember exactly what we just said. Because regardless of how you see it, the relationship won't grow if you do not respect each other. The last most common one that a lot of us never seem to understand, and I've probably talked about that in some of my other videos, is the respect in the relationship, the respect for the relationship, the respect that you have to put together as a facade, as a barricade against everybody outside of the relationship. What I'm trying to say is sometimes we get in the middle of an argument, right? Sometimes you'll say stuff that you're not supposed to say. Sometimes you'll do things that you know we weren't in the right place when you were doing it. The worst thing is to go to somebody who actually doesn't really know the real foundation of your relationship and start telling them what your husband did, what your boyfriend did, what your girlfriend did. From that point, if it wasn't really something that was a big of a deal, the consistency that you're gonna keep trying to make the person look bad before the eyes of somebody else, probably your friends, probably a family member, probably somebody that you have no business telling your business to, guess what's gonna happen? The person's gonna start losing respect, not only for you, for your significant other, and for the relationship. They're gonna start questioning even you by coming to them every day, telling them things about your relationship. You give them the opportunity to express bad things about your relationship. And sometimes right in the middle of those conversations, they'll say things that will give you a quick reminder of why you should have kept everything to yourself. If you really need to talk to somebody, it is definitely okay to go to a marriage counselor, a relationship counselor, somebody who could help you establish a better pattern, a way to get better in that relationship. But by you going to a family member constantly having to cry about things just because you felt the need of venting to someone, that will cost you the respect in your relationship. And sometimes your significant other might not even know that you've been telling people y'all's business. They'll probably walk in the room and everybody will be looking at him like he killed somebody. And everybody will be looking at him like he did something extremely wrong. But at the end of the day, you did that. You're the one who decided to put your relationship out there, and now your action is causing a lack of respect for that relationship. And as difficult we're gonna try not to argue, as difficult we're gonna try not to do things that's gonna hurt the relationship, the worst thing is to make people think that we're not worth the relationship. The worst thing is to give somebody a different vibe of someone without them knowing. Because not only are you killing the trust of the relationship, you're killing the trust of your significant other, and you're also gonna make yourself look bad without realizing it. So next time you feel like venting to somebody, or next time you feel like talking about something, if you don't feel the desire to talk to your significant other about it, try to find a professional. Somebody who's gonna be confidential enough to not share your business to somebody else. Because the worst thing about telling someone about your personal business is that they're gonna find somebody else to gossip about it. And that's the problem. For you to think that one person only knew about it and 15 other person already knew about it and they have their eyes on you constantly talking about your business, well, probably their business is not even that clean, but since your business is already out there, they're gonna talk about it. And when you find out that they know things that they weren't supposed to know, guess what? You're gonna feel bad and you're gonna feel regretful. Regretful over the fact that you weren't supposed to share it from the first place. So yeah, if you're in a relationship right now, or if you plan on getting in a relationship, it's best for you to understand everything that was just said in this video. Self-respect, respecting each other in a relationship, and definitely make sure that everybody around that relationship respect it. Because the minute you start telling people what's going on in your relationship, it's no longer your relationship. It's no longer your business. It's everybody else's. On that note, keep trying to make things better in your relationship, because only you gonna understand why it was important to fight for what you love. Thank you so much for watching. For those of you who've been with us from the get-go, we appreciate everything that you've done to support the channel. Every like, every comment, everything in general to support the channel. And if you are new to the channel, feel free to look around. And if you happen to find something that you like, do not forget to subscribe. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Peace.